Okay, so we're ready. Put in half cup of butter in there. That's softened butter, and start your mixture. You can use any mixer, by the way, because this will yield about 2 dozen cookies only. So the regular mixer can take the bulk of the dough that we're gonna make. You just use your paddle attachment. Then I'm holding the camera, but we're gonna slowly add the sugar. And when it has incorporated, you can turn up the speed. Until you can see that it has blended well. You can also use the Splenda sugar, I believe, so that it's gonna give you less calories. Okay. And then now you can add your, let me just get it. You can add your egg. Okay, there you go. As a tip, if you're going to double the recipe, add eggs one at a time, and if you can, scrape it, the sides of the bowl in between the eggs. Then there's a need to scrape it because we're just using the regular paddle attachment. I believe there's a nicer brand of paddle attachment that you won't really need to scrape it, but I don't have that, so there you go. Mix it again. And I'm not a cookie, I'm not a cookie expert here. This is just how I found, things to work for me. So here you're gonna add half a teaspoon of vanilla. Let me just get that. And then you're just gonna add all the other ingredients, and we're good. Now let's add the flour. I'm sorry, sometimes I make this and Jared will be right next to me and he would be doing the tapping. So it's a nice activity that you can do with your kids. Okay, just wait for that to incorporate, and then you can add your oatmeal. I'm also going to post this video on Facebook, by the way, because I got lots of friends who are moms, and I'm almost sure they don't know about my YouTube stuff, so it's a nice recipe to share with all the mom friends I got. Okay. So since this is a small dough, you can see that the mixer is still able to handle it. If you're going to double the recipe, or quadruple it, you're gonna need a dough hook to do that. Okay, so just make sure every now and then when you see that you're doubting if it's really mixing well, just stop, use your spatula, and just scrape. Okay, so pardon the camera because I just have 2 hands. Okay, now you can add the chocolate in there. If you're going to double the recipe, trust me, get a bar of Hershey's and get another bar of the Cadbury, because they melt so nicely together. They have different tastes, and it's just going to taste real good. The chocolate chip cookies, sometimes I do half semi-sweet and half of the milk chocolate. And this is where the kids will have lots of fun, because Jared likes this a lot. It's going to sound like your mixer is in trouble, but it's going to be able to handle it because it's really not too much. Alright. Okay, so at this point we're almost done, and make sure that your oven is at 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're going to bake it for 10 minutes exactly. So in the Philippines, we use Celsius, so it's about 190 degrees Celsius, and for 10 minutes. Okay, I'm just gonna stop this and prepare the cookies for baking. Okay, so now you can see that we have scooped up a couple of the cookie doughs and made them into balls. Use parchment paper just to make sure they won't stick. And I use this scooper. It's a cookie dough scooper that you guys can get at any local craft store. The brand is Walton. These will make probably about 2 to 3 inches in diameter. Cookies that are that size, 2 to 3 inches. But if you want bigger ones, the gourmet cookie looking ones, just use the regular ice cream scooper. So I got my glovies because I got to flatten these. You could always just opt to roll them by hand, but it just, I don't know, it feels weird if you do it that way. Okay, 10 minutes of this and we'll see the final product. Okay, so Jared's awake now. The cookies are out of the oven. I decorated 2 of them with melted chocolate, but you guys can do anything with this base recipe. I sometimes add 1/4 cup of chopped walnuts, which is amazing. And sometimes, oh, this is the melted chocolate, and just do that. You could add mini M&Ms and kind of jazz it up, but you can see the size of the cookie. It's about this big. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoy it. What is this, Jared? You want some cookie?
Yeah.
Can you say cookie?
Cake.
Can you say cookie?
Oh.
What is that? What is that? Cookie. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Bye, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.